welcome to the Intel Brief, your daily intelligence briefing on global geopolitics. Today is Tuesday, 30 July. I'm your host Daniel, the founder of HM Intelligence. Every weekday, we bring you not just the news, but the so what from events and decisions that shape our world. The brief will be short and sharp, allowing you to stay up to date on the go. So grab a coffee and get ready to be informed. In today's update, we'll be covering the men's triathlon postponed over water worries in Paris, EU agencies find widespread rights violations at the border, and a trial begins for 7 ISIS suspects in Dusseldorf. Firstly, the men's Olympic triathlon at the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, initially planned for today, has been postponed to tomorrow due to concerns over water quality in the Seine River. World Triathlon stated that although water quality has improved, some readings still exceeded acceptable limits. Incoming storms forecasted for Tuesday and Thursday could further impact water events, potentially causing a change to a duathlon format if the water remains unsafe. The postponement comes despite significant efforts by Paris to clean up the river, spending $1.5 billion to improve the water quality. Notably, the Paris mayor and other officials recently swam in the river to demonstrate the progress. However, recent data showed E. coli levels still exceed safe thresholds at some points throughout the river. Athletes have had to adapt their training due to the water quality, with some athletes, such as US triathlete Seth Ryder, attempting to build tolerance to E. coli exposure. If conditions do not improve by Wednesday, both men's and women's triathlon events may be postponed until Friday. So what? This is a significant blow to the mayor of Paris, who made a big deal and spent a lot of money to get this river ready. While not the end of the world for the Games, it is just another blow to the already embarrassing event. It is likely that this event and the Olympics as a whole will become a sticking point in French politics for time to come. And next, the European Agency for Fundamental Rights released a critical report highlighting the severe mistreatment of migrants and refugees at EU's borders, particularly in Greece, Hungary, and Croatia. The report revealed that border security forces subject individuals to degrading treatment and that national governments rarely investigated such incidents. Despite credible allegations of abuse, including beatings and prolonged detention, these countries failed to adequately locate and interview victims and witnesses or provide access to key evidence, such as surveillance footage. The European Court of Human Rights has repeatedly found that credible cases of abuse were not properly investigated, and previous reports have also documented severe violations, such as migrants being stripped, beaten, and pushed back at the sea. The study underscored the fear of retaliation and intimidation deterred many migrants from reporting abuse, with financial penalties in some countries, such as Cyprus, discouraging them from making allegations. Additionally, the report noted that racist incidents were underreported, as many migrants believed that reporting would not lead to any changes. The findings were based on the analysis of documents and interviews with various stakeholders, including prosecutors, migration ministries, NGOs, and law enforcement of 14 EU member states. So what? It is clear that more needs to be done to ensure the safety and rights of migrants at the European border. Though it was going to be a tough time to get much support for anything like this in the current European climate, it is more likely that a large portion of Europe will blame migrants and just say they shouldn't come as an excuse. And lastly, a trial has commenced in Dusseldorf for 7 suspected members of the Islamic State group. The defendants, consisting of 5 Tajiks, 1 Kazakh, and a Turkmen, are accused of establishing an Islamic State cell in Germany and plotting attacks within the country and Western Europe. Although no concrete plans were discovered, the group is believed to have formed in Germany after travelling there in spring 2022, exploiting the chaos caused by the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The group allegedly coordinated with an additional member facing trial in the Netherlands and was involved in raising funds, collecting and transferring thousands of euros to support the Islamic State. The suspects, aged between 21 and 47, were apprehended in July 2023 and have been in pre-trial detention since their arrest. So what? This just highlights the continued threat posed by Islamic groups to Europe and the West as a whole. While a number of their power bases have been destroyed, they still have supporters around the globe. Additionally, groups such as the Islamic State are still active in Africa and still have cells in their former stronghold of Iraq and Syria. Though other threats have increased, it is likely that Islamic groups will continue to plot attacks against the West in the coming years. Thank you for listening to the Intel Briefing, your daily intelligence brief on global geopolitics, brought to you by HM Intelligence. If you want to support this podcast, tell your friends to help them stay informed and leave us a 5-star review. Or if you want to learn more about intelligence, why not take one of our courses? They're all online, self-paced, and affordable. Thank you for listening. I've been your host, Daniel, and I'll see you next time.